Here, welcome back to my channel. If you're no viewer, I just want to say welcome. I am so happy that you're here. I'm a homeschooling mama too, and I love to make homeschooling videos just to encourage or homeschooling tips, and I love to talk about curriculum. I want to give you some reasons why I think you should homeschool your child with special needs. Sometimes if you have a child with special needs, you feel that you have to send them to school because you feel that you're not qualified to work on their needs, but you are. And I want to give you the reasons why you should homeschool your child, even if you think you're not qualified, because you are. And I give you the reasons why you're qualified. So the first thing, one of the reasons, you are the expert on your child. No one in the world, not the best teacher in the world. There's some great teachers out there, but nobody's gonna know your kid the way you do. So you're gonna know them. You're gonna be able to teach to them what they need, because nobody's gonna know them the way you do. No one, another thing, no one is gonna advocate and love your child the way you do. Like I said, the best teacher in the world, amazing teachers out there, and they love their students, but they're not gonna love them the way you love your student. So that's a reason to homeschool your kid, because you will give them 100% of yourself for your kid with special needs, because you love them like nobody else loves them in this world. You have the choice to, I'm not saying like the choice, because you do have the choice in public school for this also, but you have the choice to medicate or not medicate, and not have the pressure to medicate if you don't want to medicate. When the kids are in school, sometimes they will push the medication a little bit because their ADHD might be a distraction for the other children. We medicate, but that's my choice. I wanted to do it because I felt that was the best for my daughter, okay? But I also have the choice of not doing it if I don't want to. And even if she doesn't want to, it's not gonna distract if I didn't want to, that's not gonna distract other kids around. I might get maybe some thumbs down for this, but in school, sometimes teachers, I will push for medication because it will help the other kids when your child is not being attentive or being disruptive. By being medicated, it's gonna help the whole class. But as a homeschool parent, you have a choice without anybody in your back telling you what you should do. By being homeschooled, a child with special needs, that will help their self-esteem. Will the self-esteem be perfect? No, I'm not saying, it might not happen, but it will help some. They're not gonna be embarrassed if they don't know the answer to the math problem, or if they don't read perfectly, or they have trouble with fluency. Nobody's gonna make fun of them. This is the real world, and kids are mean, and kids made fun of other kids. Teachers get frustrated. And my daughter used to tell me that her teacher used to get frustrated with her in her class. You don't want that for your kid, and that helps that ruins their self-esteem. Am I saying your child is going to be 100% confident in their homeschool? That's not what I'm saying. You might still struggle with some insecurities and low self-esteem, but in that home, they're not going to suffer from other kids making fun of them, or teacher being impatient. So that's a way you should homeschool your child with special needs. If something is not working, you can change it. If curriculum is not working for your child, you can change it. My daughter has a disability in math. We are in our 3rd math curriculum because we hit a wall all the time, and we have to find other things that work. Your kid is at school, if the curriculum that they're using doesn't work, sometimes kind of too bad, because they don't have the money for buy a curriculum specific for your child. They can't. You can work at their level, okay? If you have a kid, 7th grade, but they're kind of working on a 5th grade level, it's okay. And if we go back to that again, to that self-esteem issue, even if your kid is in 7th grade working at 5th grade level, there's nobody around seeing what grade level they're working on in math. So that's not going to ruin their self-esteem, and that's not going to make them sad or upset, because I know how kids are, and I will be, that will make upset them. You can, if you are going to be the only person working with your child, and your child will have your undivided attention. in a classroom, 20, 25 kids, there's only one teacher. Your kid will get attention, but they might not get the attention that they need because there's so many other kids around. And you know, some kids with special needs, they might not need as much attention, but some kids really need that one-on-one help that they might not get in the public school system. If your kid is frustrated, you can stop what you're doing and move on with your day. You can let them work out their frustrations. If it's yelling, or sometimes kids yell, and that's okay. And at school, that they can't do that, and it's gonna be harder for them to manifest those from frustrations. And at school, at home, you can stop what you're doing and try to redirect, and going back to, nobody knows your kid the way you do. Nobody loves them the way you do, and you're gonna handle this not in the perfect way, because some days are hard. And I'm not the perfect mom, and we struggle, and sometimes I say mean things. But you can go ahead and kind of switch the day around and stop what you're doing. If they're in school and they're frustrated with math, they have to finish their math, or they might get in trouble. At home, if you are frustrated with an assignment, you can stop it and move on and start the next day, and not feel your kid will not be punished for that. You don't, like I was saying, you can work at you can work at their grade level. You don't have to worry about grades. Homeschooling, you have to say you're in 7th or 6th grade, but you don't have to worry about grade levels that much. Going back to, you can work at their level. You can take your time. Some things, it's difficult. You can a little bit, work on something for long periods of time, and if they something that they master quickly, you can move on. Or if they need to work on something for 5-6 weeks, if they need to, you can. In public schools, the teacher cannot stop for your child, and they just and then our kids that have a disability and that struggle, they get left behind, because the teacher needs to keep going. They have a schedule that they need to follow. I need to keep going. And our kids that struggle so much, they get left, behind, and then they keep getting more confused, and it's not, productive for your child. So these are some of the reasons why I think you should homeschool your kids with special needs. These are some of my reasons why I homeschool the child, my children, with special needs. So if you have your own reasons of why you homeschool your child, with special needs, let me know below. This is I feel this is a safe place. Hopefully you'll feel comfortable, talking to me about it. You don't. But yeah, if you homeschool your kids, you have special needs children, let me know below. Why are some of the reasons why it was a good idea for you to homeschool your special needs child? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my homeschooling videos. And I will see you all later. Bye.